Mr. Bourne, just give us your reaction. A 5 seed. I know at some point maybe hoping to maybe get an 8, a little higher than expected. What are your thoughts there?
I'm so pleased. I mean, for the kids and the coaches, I think it's a testament to what they've done and where this team is. All year long, we felt like we were a really good football team. And looking at what happened over the last couple of weeks, especially yesterday, I was sort of expecting that 8 spot maybe. But to be a 5, we're happy in Harrisonburg.
Your team's really taking care of business in a lot of ways up till the latter part of the season. That really was obviously on the table and a part of consideration for the committee who made the decisions.
It was, and I think it's when you look at the rebound after losing VAD and how well we came back and played against Richmond and William & Mary, both teams who made it into the field, I think that says a lot. And then these last 2 weeks, this shows character. I mean, it really shows the character of your football team and a will to win. And you could feel that yesterday in the stadium. I mean, they came out right from the get-go committed to a win, and they did extremely well.
You get the extra week of bye, so hopefully students will be back on campus.
Huge.
Fans can come back from Thanksgiving plans.
Huge.
Address JMU Nation about the importance of being at Bridgeport Stadium.
Can't tell you how important that is. I mean, I thought of our staff all night last night at home thinking about, okay, how do we prepare either way? If you're hosting next weekend or if you got an additional week and you could do that. I mean, it really puts us at a place where, from the standpoint of student involvement and attendance, is terrific. Gives us a chance to get the word out, and we're looking for a full stadium on the 5th. And we can do that now. I mean, having caught fire these last 2 games, we're going into this playoff strong. But I tell you what, rest. Ask any of these guys out here today. Rest is a good thing.
I imagine you slept a little easier this year around going into the playoffs, huh?
Yeah, I did, and I would have to admit, last year I was really nervous because you just don't know, and you know you're going to likely be playing on Saturday. Can you get that home game? So important for the program. I did sleep better last night, but I'm watching all those losses yesterday, and I'm going, so how does all that pan out? Because it's changed from what Friday afternoon, some conversations I had Friday afternoon. So
I was going to say, you've been in that room. What would be the reasoning for giving you guys that 5 seed if you were looking at the resume? What would stand out?
Well, the Colonial's a strong football league. I mean, you have to look at the teams you're playing. And, I think the committee does a really good job now of looking at what your competition looks like week in and week out. And we faced tough competition all year. I know there was some comments early on saying, well, the schedule wasn't that tough. Play some of these teams we've played in the last 5 weeks. Yeah. Tell me how tough it is. It's a tough league. I think just the way that we played. We've really been balanced. Kids have played well. This is a great venue. If you're the FCS, this is a place you want to be able to see games being played because we project, I think, a lot of what this league really stands for in terms of fan support, the amenities that we have. We're fortunate. We really are.
How much does the committee, do you think, take that VAD injury into account? I mean, do they look at things like that, the way you're playing, who you have? I
think they say once he's out, how well do you do? Yeah. Did you rebound? And the fact that you play games against Richmond and William & Mary with a narrow loss margin and didn't drop that much, and then you turn around, you win your last 2 games, that's a strong statement. I know for a fact that was a key point in that room and that discussion.
What did you learn from last year's playoff hosting that you can bring into now being able to host this year on December 5th, the second week of the playoffs?
Well, the big thing is you got momentum, right? We left last year in the playoffs, had a good year. I think expectations get high with that. We started out the year winning early on. You've got your momentum. You've got your engagement back with your community, your fans, and your students. And it's fun, right? I mean, I'm watching this team play the last couple of weeks. Yesterday I was I think all of us probably said, what's the crowd going to look like? We were a little concerned about that. Halfway through the first quarter, things filled in, and I was going, this is an incredible crowd, given that school was out on Friday and a lot of students probably left on Thursday. So I really am happy with the job that our staff did to help promote that and do some things, and really proud of the students for turning out because it's a huge part of what we do.
You said you were thinking about how to prepare for either scenario. Could you give us an idea with now 2 weeks to prepare, what the marketing efforts, the efforts that you guys are going to put in to get the biggest crowd as possible, and also the student support. How are you going to organize that?
Well, our staff does a really, really good job of anticipating and getting out in front, and they need to be commended for the job they've done so far this year with preparation. I mean, and their ability to sort of predict ahead of time. I mean, I think Kevin's done a wonderful job, Mike Carpenter, our marketing staff, of doing that. But a lot of it is, this gives us time. People right now are going to concentrate on their break, right, if you're a student. They need a break. They've just finished some exams. They're going to spend time with their family, but it won't take long after the holidays over with that they'll want something to be thinking about the following week. And we want to gear that energy back to a big day here on the 5th. And I really do believe our fans will come back and support us really, really strong through this run. Anything else? Yep. Thanks, guys.